I think Peter James was sitting around one day and he asked himself the question, what would happen if the young son of a New York mafia family got killed in a traffic accident in Brighton? And so he starts thinking about it, and he conjures up, well, what would the mafia family look like? Who would the people in the accident be? And just what would go on? So he throws in a really imaginative, evil mafia hitman, throws him into the mix. And in the middle of all of this, the traffic accident, the mafia hitman, the people who were involved in the accident and so on, he puts his main character, a cop named Roy Grace, in the middle to figure this whole thing out. And so the book is just laying all that stuff out. What would happen if this took place? Now the cop is this detective Roy Grace, and Roy Grace to me is different from other writers' main characters. You know, like you take Michael Connelly, he's got Harry Bosch. Harry Bosch tends to work by himself. He's got a couple of people that he calls on to help him, but for the most part, he's on his own. And if you take John Sanford with cops like Lucas Davenport and Virgil Flowers, they also, for the most part, are operating on their own. Roy Grace is different, and maybe it reflects the British approach to police work. He operates in a team with a bunch of other detectives, very heavily reliant on this all this electronic stuff that British police seem to use frequently. Well, anyway, so that's the story, that's the main character, and a very interesting book. Now Brighton, where it takes place, is sort of a kind of to me an average kind of city. It's about half an hour by train outside of London. It's got a few good pubs on the streets leading up from the beach, and the beach, by the way, sucks. It's there's no sand on it; it's all little rocks. But anyway, it's okay, and Peter James does a good job of putting you in the place. Now let me turn to Peter James, the author. He's written a ton of books. Well, a ton, I don't know, maybe it's 20 or something like that, that feature Roy Grace in it. And you know you're reading a Roy Grace book if it's got the word dead in the title. And they're all very good. I mean, they grab you, you start right off and you are immersed in it and you want to stay with it till the very end, even though, like I say, it's much different from Michael Connelly or John Sanford. And Peter James has written a bunch of other novels, and I've read some of them. I've read all the Roy Grace ones, but not all of the others, and they're all really good. This guy is, to my mind, is a very talented writer, and quite frankly, I envy writers who have the ability to grab you, to lock you into the story right from the get-go, and Peter James does that. So I recommend the Roy Grace books. I picked this one because I just read it recently, but you can pick up any of the Roy Grace things, and once again, dead is in the title. So anyway, that's this week's book recommendation, book review, book recommendation, whatever you want to call it. Check in next week, I'll have another one.